All right, just want to make a short video on waste. Nature doesn't know waste, it's a human concept. I want to go through some of the ways we reduce waste or even turn waste into surplus here on our property. Changing our thinking about it, changing the way we see things in our life. But I'll pause here and we'll go inside and start there. I may get in trouble by Melinda for showing you the dirty sink. But these are food scraps. Using the eggshells get ground up and refilled to the animals, to the chickens and the ducks for calcium to make their eggshells harder. Daily food scraps go into the compost, into the worm compost mostly. We take our oranges, add them to vinegar and let them soak. That creates our cleaning products, because oranges don't degrade in the compost. Small amounts are okay. So we use straight vinegar and the vinegar mixed with orange here in our cleaning products. We do have a lot of animals, so we use Nature's Miracle as well. But using those orange peels and vinegar is a safe, healthy cleaning alternative. And just to make it easy so we don't have to go to the compost pile every day, we use this bucket out here, the rocks to keep the raccoons out of it, and the animals at night. So once a day, once every other day, we have to bring the inside compost out to here. And once a month or so, we'll have to empty this compost down into the compost area. Depends on what time of year, how many veggies are going into it. So this is where it ends up. It's kind of a celery stalk. The lighter vegetable materials and the coffee we throw in here into the worms. We'll have a look, we'll probably see them in here. So this is a worm compost. Our red wigglers. We use that for compost teas as well as our hot compost. This over here is a hot compost. So we'll put our garden waste, leaves, the bedding for the chickens into this compost, and the household food scraps into here. We create too many food scraps, we'd fill this up too often, so some of the food scraps go into here as well. We'll have a look at the chicken bedding now. So now we're inside the aquaponic greenhouse. This is where we keep the chickens and the ducks. Just another waste product. It'll be their bedding. Once it needs to be changed like it does now. You see the poop in there. Once this is fully nitrogen heavy, it'll be composted as well, turning that waste into a surplus, allowing us to pot all these plants, do all these starts, using that compost as well. So I'll end with that. Changing our waste into a surplus, and that's just one good example. These scraps would have been put into the landfill, have instead been turned into a nutrient-rich fertilizer to grow our food, which the scraps will go back into, closing that circle for our food and for our nutrient. The only thing we bring onto the property here to feed all these fruit trees, berry bushes, nut trees, perennials, annuals, is chicken feed. Other than that, we create all of our own compost. Hope this video made sense. I hope you will think about composting more in your lives. Even if you're in the city, you can start a small worm, red wiggler compost. Have a good one.